This message was never meant to be heard by anyone. At least that's what the police thought at first. It was a voicemail left by 31-year-old Hannah Lee just minutes before she was found dead in her apartment. The recording was heartbreaking, filled with what sounded like personal regrets and emotional goodbyes. Investigators listened to it over and over, concluding it was a tragic, personal message left in a moment of despair. They logged it as part of a closed case, a final sad chapter in a young woman's life, but some things just don't sit right. A detail, a whisper, a sound that doesn't belong. And in Hannah's case, it was the silence between her words that held the real secret. The case file sat on a shelf for months, collecting dust. But one detective couldn't shake the feeling that something was missed. On a hunch, he sent the voicemail to an audio forensics lab. He wasn't sure what he was looking for, maybe just a confirmation of what everyone already believed. The experts received the file and began their work, using advanced software to clean up the recording, isolating Hannah's voice from the background noise. At first, nothing seemed out of place. It was just as the police had described, a distraught woman, her voice trembling with emotion. But then, the technician tried something different. He decided to slow the recording down. Not by a little, but by nearly 75%. And that's when everything changed. As the speed decreased, a new sound began to emerge from the static. It was faint, almost imperceptible, hidden perfectly behind the rise and fall of Hannah's own voice. The technician leaned closer, adjusting the filters, amplifying the hidden frequency. And then he heard it. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate, heavy footsteps. They weren't Hannah's. The sound was too deep, the rhythm too steady. They were the steps of someone else. Someone who was in that room with her. The realization sent a chill down his spine. She wasn't alone when she made that call. Every word she spoke, every pause she took was a performance. She was speaking to her family, yes, but she was also aware of the other person listening. Suddenly, the message wasn't a goodbye anymore. It was a clue. It was proof. Hannah wasn't recording her final thoughts. She was recording her killer. The entire voicemail was a desperate, brilliant act to capture evidence of the person who was threatening her life. Each word was carefully chosen, a breadcrumb trail for anyone who would listen closely enough. The police had completely misunderstood. They heard despair, but what they should have heard was defiance. They heard a victim, but what was really there was a fighter, using her last moments to ensure justice would be served. The case was immediately reopened, and the hunt for the owner of those footsteps began, so it makes you wonder. Was Hannah trying to record evidence, or was she simply trying to buy herself more time? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more mysteries.